Welcome back to Winging It. Diploma in hand and jobs on the brain, college grads are now ready to start their careers after college. And although these grads may have stacked resumes and glowing references, does their cyberspace presence go match their on-paper presence? We have today in social media expert Jason Malika from the Buffalo Social Media Club to talk about this issue.
Thank you for being here, Jason. Now, I can imagine a lot of the college grads out there are either in the beginning or the end of their job hunt or intern hunt, and that means it's the perfect time to talk about something which they might not mention in school, and that is their social media presence.
Right, and the one thing I always stress to, whether it be grads or even soon-to-be professionals, is make sure that all of your social profiles, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you have Snapchat, regardless, make sure they're up to stuff. And by that I mean, make sure they're clean. Bottom line, you don't want to have anything on there, just like you wouldn't want to put a bad first representation of yourself in person. That social profile is an extension of yourself nowadays. It's got to be clean.
All right, so you have a couple of tips, great for people who are on the job market or just want to brand themselves in a positive way. The first has to do with companies that monitor social media profiles.
Correct, and all companies are doing this a lot more, just like colleges and universities are monitoring or looking at potential students coming in. Companies are doing this as well. They're looking at your profiles. They're looking to see if potentially you're a great fit or you will not fit into that culture. They want to see that you're not going to be that person that's going to give them a bad reputation down the line. They want to make sure at the end of the day that you're going to fit within there. And if your social profiles don't show that, you're out.
And you know, with how present social media is in our culture today, it's no surprise that a lot of companies already have policies in place to sort of regulate what their employees are doing. Your next tip pertains to that.
Right. Now, companies do have some restrictions as to what you can do. They don't want you are a representative, regardless of whether you're in the office or not, you are a representative of that company. So if you're out on the weekend and you're at and I hate to say it this way, you're at a big party and you're making a fool of yourself, you get in trouble, you are still representing that company. Obviously, there's a lot of debate over that. However, I still say you are representing your company even off hours, and something you do on social media that doesn't represent the company that you're working for can come back and hurt you.
And you're also representing yourself, and I think that's a point that a lot of people miss out. Everything that you do put on social media is a direct reflection to the image that you're portraying in the workforce or really just in life.
Absolutely. I mean, I talk to college students about this all the time, about personal branding. And that's been a buzzword for a little while, but now it's become more and more important that college students need to look at themselves as professional students. And the same thing goes for you after you graduate and you're in the working world. You can't just tweet or post something on Facebook and think there's not going to be some sort of retribution at the end of the day. Your social profiles are an extension of you, and if you don't think of it that way, you're going about it the wrong way.
And companies actually are going online and looking for these little hiccups for maybe longtime employees, people that are already in the system.
That's correct. And you know, there are 13 states out there right now in the United States that have laws against companies actually requesting passwords and screen names to look deeper. New York State is not one of those states that has these laws. I recommend you go online, look at the legalese as far as seeing what companies and where they're located and what they require you to do. If they're asking for your social profile password, I think that's a little stepping over the bounds. However, it's not against the law, especially depending on the state you're in. But it is important, regardless, to make sure that your social profiles are clean, they're up to snuff, and they don't give you a bad name.
All right, Jason Malika from the Buffalo Social Media Club. We appreciate this time. It's a very important topic to talk about any time of year, but especially with all these new grads
Absolutely. Good to be here. Thanks again.